Boy, I wish you could smell how good this smells now that we're refinishing all of the antique heart pine floors. They smell good and they look awesome. This is some of the wood that we've installed, but how does the new wood match up with the old? Well, I would say pretty darn good. All of this blends really nicely. And then, if you remember, the old floor furnace here had a big hole in the floor. We filled all of that in with some wood we salvaged from one of the other areas of the house. That matched out well, and you can see the rest of it is completely finished. All of the sanding's done, and it's ready now for it to be wiped down with a tack rag to get every bit of the sawdust up, and then we'll be ready to apply the stain. But the stain we're using should get these floors back to their original 1926 color. The process itself looks pretty simple. You use a brush or a rag to spread the stain out onto the bare wood, right? Well, it is simple from that standpoint, but the trick to this part of the trade is getting the wood to absorb the stain consistently. By applying the stain slowly and methodically, these guys can monitor how much is being soaked up and make any adjustment necessary. As with any finish, you need to keep a wet edge with stain. But that's a little tricky when you're covering this much ground, so these guys work a section a few boards wide from one end of the room to the other. That way, any variation are at the seams between boards and will be less noticeable. In fact, even the areas where the new and old wood meet seem to vanish once they're coated with this stuff.